Uh,
Alrighty. Hi. I don't know if everything's working right. We got desktop audio. We got microphone audio. The camera appears to be working. Music's a little loud. We'll turn that down just a smidge. Anyway, hi. How are we? Hope you're doing better. I am okay today. So much going on, man. I can't talk about it. There is so much going on. My life is crazy right now, man. I have no time to even think. And when I do think, it stresses me out. But today was a little slower. Today I kind of moseyed through my morning. I've been on vacation trying to get shit caught up for things. Like I'm like hosting Easter and shit like that. And at the end of the week, my cat has surgery. She's having teeth pulled. It's nothing like major, at least it shouldn't be. So been trying to get caught up for shit like that. And yesterday I had so much on my to-do list and I woke up and I thought about it. And the whole rest of the day, I was just nervous about not getting everything done. And it really fucked with me. Like I was not, and then I was like in the back of my head, one of the things on my list was to stream. And it was 1 o'clock and I said I was going to stream at noon. And I was like, there's no way that I didn't get half of the shit done. And there's no way I'm going to squeeze a stream in today because I had a hard out at 3 because I had to go do something with Jelly. And it was like, I'm not even going to bother. Just kick it to the curb. We'll do it tomorrow. Which being said, I'm probably not going to be able to stream for the rest of the week. Chat, Brawl Talk isn't this weekend, right? Anyway, how are we doing? Hi, Sems. Hi, Rems. Hi, Froma. How are you doing? Hello. Froma got me thinking the other day because they commented about doing a Brawl Talk prediction stream. And if Brawl Talk is this weekend, that sucks. This is the worst weekend of my life for that. I'm hosting Easter. It might be this weekend. I'm hosting Easter. I have like other things I need to do. It's like crazy, man. My cat's having surgery on Friday, so she's gonna be all fucked up. I mean, I could probably work around that, but that's the pinned comment. They haven't dropped any hints yet. We got this pay-to-win event that I haven't even play-to-win. I haven't even participated in this. I haven't even signed on to play. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what's going on, man. I'm so far behind the times. I missed all the superhero skins coming out. Dude, life sucks right now. It stresses me out just thinking about it. I'm going to predict the next brawler again. We're not doing a prediction stream today. I'm not going to make my one and only stream this week a prediction stream. Did my predictions video even do good last time? Because I made a video about it. Dino, what up, what up? Content has not been good. Content has not been good. This did okay, though. Which is cool, because I was excited about this video. That's cool. This did okay. This did bad. Okay. Anyway, we wanted to talk about this one. 900 views. 1,000 is what I pushed for. Probably could just do some reactions. I might play some Brawl Stars. I don't know what there's to react to, right? Mastery Madness drives me crazy. What mastery are you doing now? Or are you just doing all the masteries? Bro, what is my drop-down search? Oh, you guys can't see the whole thing. Look at my drop-down search. We got Rory McIlroy's Masters. We got SNL White Lotus, which I have never watched. I don't watch SNL, and I don't watch White Lotus. Last of Us Season 1 recap. I don't need a recap. I played the game 3 times. Don't think they know. Whatever that means. Shimmer and Shine theme song sped up. Who is Googling this? Not me. This is not my YouTube feed. My YouTube feed is Dark Souls shit, political shit, gaming shit, Dark Souls, Zelda and chill. Like, this is my YouTube feed. What is my search bar? What is going on? At least it wasn't like anything suggestive. Bobby Guide video. Pushing Grom, interesting. Loki, I thought you were dead since you didn't stream for so long. Dude, I've just been too busy. I've been too busy for it. I got shit going on, and I can't talk about it yet. I can talk about it in about a month. But as of right now, I can't. I got to be tight-lipped about it. And I can't. I've been busy with that. It's just real-life stuff. It's nothing, like, major. I mean, it is major, but I've already said too much. Let it be. You'll find out in a month. I'll tell you guys on my birthday. How's that? Tell you guys on my birthday, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's 9 weeks away. You guys want to wait 2 months for it? I don't care what. I'm just glad we're chilling again. Cool. I appreciate that, Sims. You guys want to build Legos? Come on. You guys want to build the Legos? We'll finish the Lego set today. Worst stream back ever. Worst welcome back stream ever. All right, chat. So, as a heads up, probably no more content for the rest of the week for me. I am just trying to do this stream to touch base with you guys. The rest of the week, so Friday, I'm going to be busy. Saturday, I'm going to be busy. Sunday is a holiday, so I'm going to have people over, so I won't be able to do this shit then. I will try my hardest to get back to regularly scheduled content next week. I think things are going to slow down for me a little bit. I still have some house projects I got to get going and doing. I got a room to paint. I got floors to replace. I got a bunch of stuff to do. But during the week, I should have time to do stuff, and I would like to get back to that. So next week, I think I'm going to stream pretty heavily and try to farm up some videos. So we're going to push a couple of 1Ks. We're going to do some reacts. We're going to make some tier lists. I think that's going to be a game plan next week. And actually tonight, I'm going to sit down and actually get a list of things I would like to do. Technically, I already have somewhat of a list going. But this is just like rough estimate shit, or just like, this is shit I jotted down 3 weeks ago and I haven't gotten to yet. Can you guys see the sticky note? Yeah, you can see the sticky note. So this is shit I worked on a little while ago. So right now I'm still working on saving up enough blink for this, so I can't work on that. Plus, I got to DM people and coordinate with that, so I don't know how that's going to work. This is supposed to be Pam rework, so shit I would have to do offline. I don't know if I'm going to do my rank star drop opening video still. I don't know. Gem spending guide. We could talk about best ways to spend gems. I don't know. This is just shit I was like farming up whilst thinking here on my computer. We could talk about under and overrated brawlers underrated brawlers nobody uses. Why did I put slash? Oh, brawlers no one. It's supposed to be underrated brawlers or brawlers no one uses. We could do shit like that. I'll go through this list and figure stuff out. Sag. So that's gonna be next week's plan. This week, today we're just gonna chill. Today we're just relaxing. I missed you so much. Thank you, Cal. Appreciate it. Busy. That's the way it goes, you know? Anyway, what's new in the Brawl Stars world? I've been balls deep in Souls games, Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring and the DLC. I beat Demon Souls, and then I'm working on Dark Souls right now. Don't ask me why I'm on this big kick for Dark Souls games, but I'm good at them, man. I'm good at them. That's why I haven't played Brawl Stars or Mocha or nothing. I've grinded my ass off of these. Which DLC? For Elden Ring, there's only one, Shadow of the Erd Tree. My next one close after Grom is Ash, Sems, question mark. I haven't played a game of Brawl Stars in 4 days. I only logged in just today, but I couldn't be bothered. Rams, what do you mean, huh? The only DLC for Elden Ring. Oh, the new one's not out yet. It's not even a DLC. That's like a whole different game. That just uses Elden Ring's lore and engine. And it's a whole different game. That's actually going to be more like a co-op roguelike game. It's not even going to be an Elden Ring DLC. Brawl Talk feels way too early. I agree. I hope there is no Brawl Talk. I feel like it should be next weekend. I feel like Brawl Talk should be next weekend. Did the rank season restart? Did that restart today? Chat, I have it figured out. I found how we're gonna find out when Brawl Talk is. All right, chat. Our good old friend Ray Brawl Stars, good old member tribe Ray. As always, he's got us with the Brawl Talk schedule. Let's see what Ray's got to say about this. We'll hang out with our boy Ray. As always, make sure I am subscribed. As always, make sure you subscribe to the big creators. They give you the good news. They give you the good videos. I am just a lowly pleb that reacts to their content. And that is what we're going to do today. We're going to react to Ray just so we can find out when Brawl Talk's going to be. In Ray, we trust. How's that disclaimer? You guys feel good about it? I feel good about it.
I think it's about that time for a little bit of a pre-game check-in. Some things are going a little...
We're pre-gaming. Content thief? I know. Feels bad, man.
A bit different
Way
with the
Brawl
rollout of
Stars.
this update than expected.
We're watching our boy Way Brawl Stars.
Which can be kind of interesting if you ask me. So let's hop straight away into it. So in the last few episodes of Brawl News, I've been trying to do my best to keep you guys updated as to what this Brawl Talk and update schedule is going to look like, the rollout of it.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Based on past examples. I made it past tax day, guys. Thank gosh, we're still here. We're breathing. But we had mentioned that based on the last two updates, the rollouts have been a teaser video that should have came out today. Then of course the sneak peek update related stuff with the photo and the Brawl Talk thumbnail, and then finally the Brawl Talk's release. But things are a little bit different, it seems. It appears we are getting no teaser this time around, which I guess can be viewed in a few different ways. Number one, they could be trying to...
When is Brawl Talk supposed to be? What?
To mitigate like leaks and stuff like that, and just trying to keep whatever collab is cooking up in this update really close to home. No one knows what it is, no sneak peeks, no Easter eggs, so we're all really surprised when stuff comes out. Kind of a little bit out of left field, seeing that the Brawl Stars dev team is kind of notorious for keeping schedules going, whether that's profile icon, Easter eggs, every single update, all that good stuff. This time around is different. So honestly, it's getting me even more excited as to what this might be. Really the only somewhat sneak peeks that we are getting, I suppose you could argue, could be seen in the thumbnail announcing the P2W event that we are currently...
Oh, by the way, this was super troll. Like, I was like, there's no way that the game has been like kind of getting stale and people are falling off of the game. And then they post this. And I still think it was a bad look to do this because it's just going to sour people, especially the ones that are not happy about the game. So to post this just as a thumbnail, bad look in my opinion. But obviously it was a play on words. They're doing play to win. So, I mean, like, it's just a kill count thing. And they were trying to spin it in a way different. Even though they've done the same event a couple of times, they're trying to spin it in a different way. I get it. But I feel like since the game's been getting a bit stale, I feel like it was a bad look. That's all. I love the Grums jab they did in that video. It was funny bit if you're in the know. I did not pay attention, but I could go look at it.
And that's these like gold rings, which
I didn't even watch the video announcing it. I just seen like the bullet points of it on Twitter.
Have no association in the game. The best theories that we have, something associated with these rings could be a temporary currency for the next collab, much like Krusty Cash or something like that.
It's Sonic.
Brawler mutations could be coming back in
golden rings can only be one thing. It's Sonic. Come on, man.
This update. If you guys remember the actual Godzilla event, not every single brawler actually received a mutation, so it could be a fun little opportunity to release the rest for all the brawlers. Just absolute pandemonium. But other than that, there's really not much else to go off of, which I guess could be viewed as an exciting thing or just something different that the dev.
Yeah, you could come to the bathroom. Yeah. Hold on, Jelly's gotta interrupt us for a bathroom break.
I don't think I'm really interrupting.
Say hi to chat. They missed you. They said, "Where's Jelly? We don't want Jam. We want Jelly." That's what they said. That's their words, not mine. I just checked. They removed Brawl Hockey. Now there's Cleaning Duty. What the fuck is Cleaning Duty? What were they thinking? Cleaning Duty is jellyfishing with a different tag. Yeah, they swapped out Brawl Hockey for jellyfishing. They removed Hot Zone though. What'd they bring in Hot Zone's place? Because Hot Zone was in last season. I think we got our rank up game in Hot Zone, if I remember right. Yeah, because I played Byron. I remember that game like it was yesterday. Probably because it was the last game of Brawl Stars I played. That's not true. I did the challenge. That was last. Is Heist back? Oh, man. Hear me out. Wipeout instead of Hot Zone. I like Wipeout, but I can see it being very stalemating and all that. I'm a big fan of the Wipeout. Hot Zone, I like single zone Hot Zone maps. I don't like I don't like the 2 Hot Zone maps. You guys remember when they tried 3 Hot Zones? You guys remember that? That was all those maps. Every single one of them sucked. I hated it. Wipeout instead of Knockout. How about that? Yeah, I agree with that. Knockout is my least favorite mode. Dino says, sorry, no. Okay. So Ray still hasn't said when Brawl Talk's going to be.
The team wants to keep whatever collab they're cooking up in this update close guarded and a surprise. So of course, once that stuff comes out tomorrow, I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop and we'll break it down as best as we can. Seeing that I've been trying to
So he thinks there's stuff coming out tomorrow. He thinks Brawl Talk's this weekend?
keep you guys in the loop for this update rollout, as I always do with any update. I thought it was important to kind of keep y'all in the loop that it's unlikely we're getting anything here today, but of course the sneak peeks tomorrow. But I suppose there are a few other things that we need to get into here in this episode today. There was actually a tweet that was sent out this morning that is brewing up a little bit of
1,000 coins from the Brawl Stars Play to Win community event are in the shop. There are 100% Mastery Madness will start tomorrow. Single zone, double zone, triple zone. Exactly. Last year's Brawl Talk was on the 22nd of April. I can't believe Brawlo a Night Star Song is tomorrow. Huh? Ray speaking for the sake of speaking, farming those 10 minutes.
discussion in the community. The second ranked season is starting, which just started today. Yeah, today. Also announcing, kind of updating with the
Hot Zone and Brawl Hockey are out. Cleaning Duty and Heist are in. Okay.
Yeah. Event going on that the coins are coming out and the Mastery Madness is coming out tomorrow. However, what people are talking about is the changes to ranked. Hot Zone is no longer going to be in the rotation of game modes in this season of ranked, as well as Brawl Hockey is gone. But that's not all. Cleaning Duty and Heist are being put in. Heist, I think a lot of people are excited about, but people very, very nervous about Cleaning Duty.
They removed Hockey for a mode that's
about
just
the same
as bad.
situation that we had.
Is there going to be a mode they could add that would make people happy? Like, realistically, if it's not one of the base 5-6 game modes, what mode would make people happy? Because I know it ain't Siege. I know it ain't Spirit... fuck, what's that one? Spirit Chaser or whatever? The one where you pick up the souls and shit. No one's gonna like that one. Which is, I think it's a fine mode, but cleaning duty's worse because it's RNG. Gem grab's RNG, so it's just gem grab. Just keep the original modes, add wipeout with it. I'm fine. Yeah, see, what they want to do is they want to add variety to it. Because they remove modifiers, they want there to be variety.
Add with Brawl Hockey, whether or not it's going to be a good mode in competitive play.
Now, for the record, I don't know why they feel like there needs to be variety in the thing, because like it's supposed to be like a competitive setup, so like you're supposed to be able to know what you're going into when you go into it. So like, I don't think it really needs that variety. If you want to do that type of shit, do it on ladder. Don't do it on ranked. But what do I know? I don't even work there, you know? I just play the game. Gem grab has alternating gem spawns. In duty, it's completely random. Okay, fair enough. It's ranked. It's ranked supposed to be competitive. Who cares about variety? I'm with you, Pyro. I'm with you. The variety is not necessarily needed. Paint Brawl? Nah, I could see people hating Paint Brawl too. I think people would hate Paint Brawl.
Seeing that we don't really have that much experience with the mode. A lot of people were kind of apprehensive about Brawl Hockey when it came out, and it kind of turned out to be something that we didn't necessarily love. So it's kind of justified to see people are a bit nervous about cleaning duty. Honestly, I've only played like 2 games of the mode. I don't know if I can duke it out with really good players up in like Masters or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, would love to see some of the discussion. What are you guys thinking about cleaning duty and the...
Bro, how has it been 3 minutes?
Brawl
I forgot why I don't watch this guy all the time.
Dev teams continue experimentation with new modes in competitive play. Kind of feels like they always want like a little something that can curb skill-based play, whether it was like modifiers back in the day, putting Brawl Hockey in there, experimenting every now and again.
Is this what it's like when I do Brawl News videos? Is this how you guys feel? I try to like vary it up a little bit, and I try to speak a little bit quicker.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just seems like there's one tiny little thing that's gonna tip things off for like just pure competitive gameplay players out there. But on top of this ranked season change here, there's also a new set of 3 brawlers that we get to play for free. Those 3 brawlers are Gale, Tara, and Spike. So I guess I really don't have any opinion on that. Really, the only thing that I've noticed with
sometimes
the
Ray is
free
too
brawlers
chill
that come out is the fact that they're always played in ranked. Maybe a little bit lower in the tiers of ranked. Not really when you get crazy high up there. There's going to be better picks, but it's going to be littered at low ranks with Gales, Taras, and Spikes. So might be a bit of an...
I don't see a point in complaining about this because the whole point of having like maxed out brawlers is for people who don't necessarily have maxed out accounts to play these brawlers and see if they like them. It's a way to test your brawlers. So like people complaining about like, what was it last season? Edgar, Ems, and I forget the other one. But it's like, let people play the brawlers that they're given for free. Let people play the brawlers they're given for free. Let them try it out. And then they can see if they want to go after it with credits and or max out that brawler. I mean, like, I think it's fine. I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but I mean, the person who's not going to do good on Gale is probably also going to do bad with any other brawler they take. So, like, what are you going to do? The community is cooked either way. It doesn't matter what brawler they take.
An annoyance, but at least it's allowing or giving people opportunities to play ranked and push out that pro ranked pass. Before we move on, I just want to kind of scroll through here just to give you guys the sentiment over on Twitter, which I feel like is most of the time
AR, what up? How you doing, man?
More docile side of things, a little bit more chill compared to Reddit, but a lot of pushback from notable people.
This man did not just say Twitter is more chill than Reddit. What is he talking about? Has he been on Twitter? Bro, that site is a cesspool.
People out here, we got RC, Aquac.
I'm doing fine. Figured I'd squeeze a quick stream in, hang out a little bit, and then, I don't know, continue on my life.
Why cleaning duty? Chosen, my boy, Chosen Network. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, I'm hyped about the ranked stuff, but where's the Brawl Talk teaser? I wanted to see some Brawl Talk action. Yeah, and I suppose aside from the cleaning duty stuff, people are a little bit confused as to why Hot Zone is being removed. It's like, I would way more rather have Hot Zone than cleaning duty. The way that I kind of look at it is if like cleaning...
From my friends who just started to play the game, they say how they purposely tilt games in Diamond for more progression on the Pro Pass, which shows how bad Power 11s are. How bad getting Power 11s are. Okay. I haven't. I thought you only get the ranked things for when you hit the new rank the first time. Right?
Duty isn't
Maybe I'm
going to
wrong.
be in like the world.
I'm never going to finish that pro pass because I don't play enough ranked to begin with. And I won't tilt on purpose because I play with a team. So I don't know.
Finals. Why would it be in ranked? That's my kind of 2 cents. But we'll see how it plays out. We'll get a feel for the meta. We'll see what happens. But moving along here, we have a few other things to get into in this episode, this check-in episode, one day prior before the sneak peeks. And that is checking in with the event. Much like with any of these events, it brings along a
maybe
lot
Dino
of worry.
Finks was
I
the
feel like
friends
a lot
we
of
made
people
along
right
the
now in
way.
community are thinking there's no way in heck we are going to make it to the final tier, right? And even more so like the past, where they explained in the video where they showed like 20 different passes where I'm definitely not going to get to 20 billion, okay? I don't think that's going to happen. Let's set our sights on the 10 bill or at least the 9 billion so we can get the hypercharge. But wanted to check in. The community is a little bit nervous at the minute, and it's rightfully so. Billions of takedowns is quite a lot. But the track record for these community events, just want to throw out there, is most of the time the dev team makes these milestones in accordance with like past data, and a lot of the time they want us to.
I think the fact that we're doing so bad on it shows how much the community has fallen off, because I feel like in the past we would maybe they weren't doing billions, maybe they were doing millions or whatever, and like the top one was like 1 billion takedowns or whatever. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I feel like either they set it up way too high or the community's falled off. I don't know. Has he mentioned Brawl Talk date yet? He keeps saying sneak peeks tomorrow, sneak peeks tomorrow. I don't think he knows.
Keep playing and get to these tiers, and most of the time we make it. I think the last one was a little bit more on the shaky side of things, but I would say
I will say it would be crazy to do Brawl Talk the day before a holiday. I don't know. Maybe that's me. I feel like it's going to be... Ideally, they do it in like 2 weeks, because this Saturday is not good for me. Ideally, they do it on the 26th.
Just keep doing your takedowns, play a few minutes a day, try to add to the contribution, and we should be able to get it. At least, like, I pray that we get to the hypercharge, the free hypercharge. So much value in that. We do have an update on the Brawl Cup, which just want to let you know.
All right, Ray, we're done with you. Good job, Ray. Good job. Thank you for that informative video, Ray. W's in chat for Ray. We're going to move on with our lives. Woo! All right. We are done with our reaction. He's not going to give me the information I need anyway. I got clickbaited. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right, Chad, what do you want to do now? Way. Watch the Bobby guide, please. What's the Bobby guide on? Pro hits pro ranked. That was 5 days ago. How to draft and play snipers like a pro. Stay hydrated. Water. I have been bad about drinking enough water lately. I'm on vacation from work, and I have been drinking coffee like a fiend, just so I don't get tired at like 8 o'clock at night, like I normally do. And then I wake up at 5 a.m. It's crazy. You guys want to watch the sniper video? It's a half-hour long. Pyro wants to watch it. Sniping Cow says, let's watch it. All right, guys. We're going to check out Bobby BS's draft and play snipers like a pro video. He dropped this today, actually. Poop. Oh, no, not the poop. Bobby, my glorious king. All right, so he dropped this today. We're going to check it out, see what he's got to say about playing snipers, drafting snipers, all that fun stuff. Let's see what he's got. As always, subscribe to the creator we're reacting to. He's actually live right now. Leave my stream and go say hi to him. Anyway, let's check this out. Let's see how it goes.
Yo, hello everyone, and welcome all to part 2 of my teaching on how to draft.
This guy's really funny. He has like some of the stupidest intros ever.
Today's subject.
Snipers. So what exactly and how exactly am I going to teach you all how to draft and play snipers? Well, I'm going to go over every single brawler that I consider a sniper and tell you guys 1, what tier they are, 2, what mode, 3, what maps, and finally 4, what brawler matchups to look out for.
Slavery.
And stay away from. Firstly, we have to decide what are we going to count as snipers. So basically, to me, any long-range brawler that can fit the role of a sniper, I'm going to count here. This doesn't mean any long-range brawler in general, like Gene has a lot of range, but I'm not.
Dude, what is going on with his
But even
gameplay?
if it's not exactly the
Makes me wanna
perfect description
puke.
for a sniper, I'm still going to count it. So I have 10 brawlers for you guys today that I'm going to be covering: Brock, Gus, Piper.
Why is the video so choppy? Either he slowed down the footage to fit this, or his recording was ass.
Mandy, Angelo, Byron, and RT. Clearly, as you guys can see, we have a lot of different types of brawlers with different strengths and weaknesses that we can consider in this class. Quickly, before we get into it,
I thought it was on my end. Nope, it is definitely his end.
For some of the gameplay, I went into a friendly room to show you guys a lot of the interactions that I would normally find on Bounty. So starting with Brock.
I think that he slowed down the footage so that it fit that rant that he was doing there. I think he didn't want to record another game, so he just squeezed it there.
Brock is in a very, very strong spot right now. I recently put him in the A tier in my latest tier list, and in many competitive maps, specifically ones like Out in the Open and Safe Zone, you see him as a first or second pick in esports, or he's just banned. The reason he is seen as so strong right now is for a couple different reasons that I need you guys to understand. So number 1, and probably the most important, is you
Stretch
don't
the
have to
gameplay
hit the shot
exactly
on target for the shot to connect. So Brock has that explosive radius that for Piper, if you miss by 0.1 tiles, it's not going to hit. But Brock, it does have that radius where it's still going to hit. So you can miss by like half a tile or something, but the shot is still going to connect. This is really important because you can kind of just like zone people out. And then number 2, and also very important to Brock's kit, is he is one of the brawlers that got a huge buff from this recent gadget change that gave brawlers unlimited gadgets. His big shot gadget is insane because you could confirm kills, break walls, destroy.
I hate that. I hate that about Brock, about his splash, or about the gadgets. I think the splash is the most annoying thing about it. I think that it sucks that the optimal way to play against a Brock is to run into him and try to avoid shots. Because if you try to run away, you're going to get hit by that splash. Yeah, that is the most annoying thing. However, as someone who plays a decent amount of Brock, I love playing that, and then people not realizing that the way to optimally do it is not sitting at Brock's max range.
Grass and basically have a 100% confirmed hit every 15 seconds. So these are the 2 main points for why Brock is incredibly difficult to beat on the correct maps.
Top 10 black people of all time.
Now, so for modes, Brock is really strong.
That's a wild thing to say, bro.
Knockout. You definitely want to avoid every other mode when playing Brock because he has very big, glaring weaknesses that usually come from aggro brawlers that you see in Brawl Ball or in Hot Zone. Maps like Kaboom Canyon, Safe Zone, Bridge Too Far for Heist, Shooting Star, Hideout, Layer Cake, Dry Season for Bounty. And then
So Brock, you want to play in Bounty, Knockout, Heist. I imagine most of the modes are going to be the same. There's going to be a couple that are good in Gem Grab.
You don't want to take Brock
Maybe something like RT and Brawl Ball.
a Nani or a Piper on your team because you never really want to have 2 of the same.
Ash is also a sniper. Oh man, I didn't
Also,
realize that.
matchups,
That's
I think
crazy.
It's way more important to avoid the bad matchups with Brock than chase the good ones. So I'm going to start with the bad matchups. If you're playing Brock or planning on playing Brock, you really want to avoid a couple things because as good as I'm making Brock sound, he does have those really big counters. Superior snipers, which we're going to go over later in the video, like Nani, Piper, Angelo, and Mandy.
Supercell lies to you.
Brock. So you want to avoid playing Brock if you think you're going to go up against one of those brawlers. To try and have a better chance, though, if you do face those brawlers, you can go the jump gadget. This way you can avoid things like a 4K Angelo shot,
You know,
Piper curve.
I never actually use the jump gadget to avoid attacks. I normally use it just to get away from assassins and tanks. This is why I'm a mid player.
Sorry, Mandy Super. Another hard counter to Brock is like max comps. Max is just a little bit too fast. It's not necessarily the max brawler itself that counters Brock. It's just when everyone is moving so fast paced, Brock is either going to die or at the very least have to like completely walk back to the back of the map to stay alive. So in this example here, it's kind of a 1v1. It's not a perfect example, but if there's 3 brawlers on the map, you guys should know what I'm talking about. So when I play Brock, I normally just ban Max, and then finally Daryl is kind of rough, so I try and avoid to face Daryl. For the good matchups, the less superior snipers will be really easy to deal with. So snipers like B, Byron, Gus, and Bell are usually light work for Brock. And when I talk about snipers being superior or less,
Man, that's actually pretty good advice about the Max thing. Yeah, I like it. I didn't think about that, but Max does give people an advantage to get away from Brock's splash damage because, you know, his splash damage is at the end of his range. It's not all the way through. So if people are like pushing into him a little faster, he's going to struggle a little bit. Also, the inferior brawlers, the inferior snipers, I'm assuming he means snipers with less range, but I never know what snipers have more or less range. It's crazy.
Like exactly mean B, Gus, Byron. Like it doesn't mean those brawlers are worse than Brock. It just means in like a bounty 1v1 setting or a knockout 1v1 setting, some snipers are just better than others, even if they're technically worse brawlers. Quick example is like Brock gets hard countered by Max and Daryl and beats B, but B hard counters Max and Daryl. So you know what I mean? Like brawlers just have different strengths. Just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. And then outside of those snipers, any mid-range brawlers are super easy for Brock to beat because you can just zone them out. So brawlers like Pearl, Jesse, Penny, Ems, Bo, Ham, Griff, Gale, like you guys understand, Lou, just any of those mid-range brawlers where Brock can outrange them is very much a light work for the Brock. Okay, so I had a lot to say about Brock because Brock is a pretty complicated brawler, but we're going to move on to Gus now. And Gus, I also have Gus placed in the A tier. Honestly, the snipers are pretty meta right now. Sniping is really good in the game. So this is another brawler that you can pick pretty.
I like how they say like this is the simplest, most easy meta to ever play in, and then they're like, all right, now snipers A tier. All snipers are A tier. It's like, okay, but those brawlers aren't easy to play.
Frequently, Gus has 2 things, in my opinion, that make him really good. 1, his shield, and then 2, his gadget. So his shield is really awesome because it has many different uses. For starters, it adds more damage to whoever you give it to or yourself. So it's like a temporary buff, which I like to use if I'm close to people. I know I can hit them with my auto aim. Like it's just more health and more damage, and I know I'm going to charge my super back if I'm going to hit them from up close. You can also use this shield to knock opponents back. So my example here is going to be this Buzz super, where the Buzz is going to...
Every pro be saying this something different. Yeah, because they all have different perspectives of the meta. I mean, the meta is like more of a concept than an actual like hard factual thing, right? To be fair, brain dead tanks like Ollie are like S+ tier. Okay, fair enough.
Do any damage, and then now that he's far away and he doesn't have his stun super, we can kind of just auto aim him to death. And then as for the gadget, it's pretty simple. Every 4th shot you get that like yellow Gus shot, and then you get a ghost that spawns. And if you're using the Cookie Popper gadget, every 16 seconds you do an additional 2,160 damage. So if you're playing versus like a Lou who has 6,000 HP and you have that big shot, you really just have to hit 2 shots on that Lou, because if you click your gadget fast enough, which it's really easy to click the gadget fast enough, you get basically...
Not if you're me and you miss the button and you like press off into East Jahungaville. People ask me why my buttons are so big when I play, and it's like, because I miss the buttons. Like I seriously miss my hypercharge button every time I go to press it. There are so many times when I go to do hypercharge and then super, and I just end up using my super because I miss the hypercharge button. It's so embarrassing.
A 4K shot rather than a 2K shot. So these are the 2 things that I think make Gus really good. As for the modes, you can play Gus
Real.
on Bounty, Knockout, and Gem Grab. He doesn't have a lot of damage, so unlike Brock, you can't really play him on Heist. And then again, similar to Brock, the typical Bounty and Knockout maps like Shooting Star, Hideout, Lair Cake, Dry Season, Gold Arm, Bells Rock, and Deep End, Out in the Open, whatever. Like, I'm going to say these maps all day. So those are the typical Bounty.
The jam hand-eye coordination is cooked. Bro, hand-eye coordination went out the window like years ago, man. You're lucky I'm even here.
For Gem Grab, you just kind of want to play Gem Carry on maps with like open middles. So like Hard Rock, Last Stop, Crystal Arcade, and Rustic Arcade, where the middle is wide open. Gus is really good. Now, as for matchups, you kind of just want to try and bully mid-range brawl.
I will say I blame it on the phone screen, though, by the way. I will say I blame it on the fact that I'm playing on phone. When I use a fucking actual controller, I don't miss, well, unless the controls change or something like that. But I don't miss input, like, all the time. It's just on the phone games.
Brawlers similar to Brock. So these brawlers that aren't like crazy snipers again. So like these Mandys and Pipers and Nani's, the brawlers that absolutely dominate in Bounty and Knockout, those are always going to dominate there.
I changed my controls.
but
are so different from the original. If they ever reset them cooked, then I'm basically your bad random.
Snipers in that sense, in the knockout and bounty sense, they just absolutely bully mid-range brawlers. So you want to focus like Crow, Amber, Sandy, Finks, Otis, Janet, Lou, Colette, Griff. Again, you guys understand. Just the mid-range brawlers that can't really reach Gus. Gus deals with really easily.
So Gus likes to push into anti-tank brawlers. Okay.
As for bad matchups, you kind of want to avoid facing those strong long-range brawlers, like I said. So try and stay away from Nani.
So don't get outranged when you play Gus.
It's just really difficult for Gus to deal with. I mean, you can beat them because you can hit that gadget and make it kind of 2 shots instead of 3 that you have to hit, but it's still very difficult. And then also, Jean is a pretty bad matchup for Gus. So you kind of want to play Gus not as like a lane on bounty, but kind of as like a support, where if you have some type of aggro brawler like a Melody, it's nice to have a Gus on your team to give Melody the shield and then go in, because Gus is a support. He's not like a carry sniper, he's a support. That's why you play him as a gem mid as well. Now Piper,
Cake, what up?
Piper, she's literally my overlay, but Piper's weird because Piper is more flexible in terms of like the modes you can play with her, but she's far more brawler matchup dependent. So firstly, since I guess I've been saying this every time, let's start off with the tier. I have Piper in my S tier because again, she's pretty flexible.
Biased. No, I'm just kidding.
She's very dominant in knockout and bounty. The best part about Piper is she's the very top tier of the snipers, so you can be comfortable playing in all the bounty and all the knockout maps. And then obviously her homemade recipe is one of the best gadgets in the entire game. So as for modes, this is gonna be like our most flexible brawler so far. Knockout, bounty, gem grab, and heist. Now bounty and knockout, you know, really typical.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm gonna say, so I'm just gonna skip over those modes. For gem grab, it's kind of the same as Gus, where you can play gem carry on the open middle map.
Oh,
so
9 minutes, bro.
Stop,
I don't know why, but I have no patience for YouTube videos today.
Arcade and rustic arcade are really good. And then for heists,
I also feel like I'm just sitting here like armchair watching.
Damage if left on save. So it's not like something where you are the main damage of your team, but for a sniper to be good on heist, they have to be at least good enough to do a little bit of damage if you ignore her. So if you ignore Piper, like Piper can absolutely trash that safe. So
You
maps
can.
like Kaboom Canyon, Save Zone, and Bridge Too Far, where it's open and kind of more like long range oriented, Piper excels a lot there. So for brawler matchups for Piper, just like Brock, I think it's much more important to avoid the bad matchups and seek the good ones. So in my opinion, the 2 biggest counters to Piper by a mile are Nani and Max. If you go into a game,
You can skip to the brawlers you play. I don't play any of these. He doesn't even have them. I guess I could do like a low search. We got B, we got Nani, we got Belle. I play Belle. There's Mandy, there's Angelo. We're going to wrap up. You guys can watch the rest on your own. We're going to move on with our lives. Good video, though. Very informative if you want to know anything about the snipers or whatever. All right, chat. Let's, I guess we play some Brawl Stars. I got quests to do, so we're just going to work on quests today, I think. Nothing major. No reason to get upset about things. We could just play a little Brawl Stars and move on with our lives. Let me put my phone in Do Not Disturb really quick. What have we done while I was away? I watched a Ray video, and then I watched 10 minutes of that Bobby video. That's it. Nothing major. My desk is a little bit of a mess. I gotta clean this tomorrow. All right. Damn, they dropped me down to diamond. What the heck, man? They automatically gave me rank pass stuff, though. Let's see what we get. Rare. Hey, upgrade 3. I'm probably way behind. Rare. Ranked pass. Or ranked star drop, I should say. Whatever chatter that is, leave me alone. Stop. Gems, we take those. Legendary. If this is a hypercharge, I gift members. I gift 10 members if this is a hypercharge. It's a skin. We got irradiated Primo. Okay. Can't believe I didn't have that already. That's crazy. Ranked. 100 bling. And epic. Kank says, are you doing okay yourself? Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm okay today. Less stressed out than I was yesterday. Yesterday was not a good day for me. I was having anxiety about a bunch of shit yesterday, but I feel better today. I was telling Jelly, it wasn't anxiety that was like weighing on me. It's anxiety about things that need to get done. So it's like, as long as I did the things that I felt like needed to get done, I was going to feel better. I just needed to do them and not dwell on it. And that's what I did. So now I feel better. My membership ran out. I have no emojis. Feels bad, bro. People who got all those members kind of got screwed because like I didn't do nothing for members at all. And I like barely streamed or made any content, you know? I got 5 star drops. 5 random star drops. Let me get a legendary. Let me get a mythic. Let me get a mythic. Let me get a mythic. Epic. Let me get a pin. Yeah. Oh, I got a spray. Fink spray. And there's 1k gold. Okay. What do we got going on in the shop? Buzzette. We got Protector Grom. Okay. Streak lost. Feels bad, man. Give me my shit. I thought this wasn't... You can't scroll your daily streak? Stupid. I don't care. Something's live. Match day. 11 friend requests. I'm going to deny you all. We're not friends. I don't know why I get so many. You guys get this many friend requests? Like, I haven't done nothing, bro. Still salty about the Grom skin? Why? Because you could have got it for bling? Oh, yeah, that's right. They did have a mispricing on here. They said it was on accident. I don't know if I believe them. This is why I'm do not disturb all the time. Do you see this? What the hell, man? Do you see this? Leave me alone. I guarantee he sends it again. Ah! You could chuck him. Jam got an Angelo quest. We ain't doing it on Angelo, all right? Or maybe. It's win 3 games with Angelo. But I also have to do 60,000 damage, which is going to be difficult. Who do I have my most quests for? Byron. All right, we're gonna do RT. Jam hasn't played in... When was the last time I played? 5 days ago. 5 days, chat. Is the creator profile picture exclusive now, by the way? As of right now, it is. I don't know if they're going to bring it back or not, but as of right now, it is. Because people who were getting kicked out of the program had the thing, and they were using it to scam people and stuff like that, I guess, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. I mean, I don't get why they can't just like revoke it, but I don't know. It seems kind of messed up for people that are upcoming and about to get the profile picture to revoke access to it for those people, but I don't know. I just make YouTube videos, bro. I just make YouTube videos. I'm out here just doing my best. I could sit here and speak about the injustice of it, but not gonna. You already know. Me. Yeah, Froma, exactly. I didn't know Froma made videos, but yeah, Froma, exactly. Unless Froma's one of the scammers, which, again, exactly. Froma. Froma's probably one of the scammers. Don't trust Froma. Jam is in the know. Dude, I'm in the Discord. I got pinged about it. Can you scam me, Papa Jam? I am not a scammer. I'm a truther, all right? In fact, I'm the anti-scammer. I almost scammed out of the out of that skin the last time we streamed. Not the last time, but yeah, I almost scammed people out of that skin, and then I was like, shit, I can't do that. That's not right. And then I gave away my own skin. I got scammed. I scammed myself. Good guy, Jam. I'm not one of the scammers. Yeah, I know. Jenks here? That's crazy. Oh, we're supposed to do knockout. Do I want to do 5v5 knockout? Sure, we'll just do 5v5 knockout. Wowie. I got meteoric fame. What is my fame at nowadays? Where do you check your fame, chat? Oh, right here. I'm at solaric fame. I got solar fames. That's what they call me. Solar Jam. Like one of the Sailor Moons, but I'm Sailor Jam, you know? I know Jelly's downstairs rolling her eyes. Can you scam yourself into giving me a pro pass? Pro pass? No, not a pro pass. Maybe if you play your cards right, maybe a brawl pass. I want to join your team alone, 69. Use the team code on the top. Use the team code, Mr. Alone 69. Bum 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 bum. I've been yapping more than I actually played. Taking forever to get into a game. Does anybody else want to play or no? You're gonna hate when you get to meteoric fame because it's 20k per stage. I don't even pay attention to like where I am, so I don't really care personally. Jank, what up? How you doing, man? Nice to see you in the chat. All right, time to play some knockout. Let's knock some bitches out. 5v5 knockout, everybody's favorite. Oh, I had the wrong gadget on. I had the instant super gadget. Oh, I didn't even realize. Is he in there? Oh, he's just being a troll. I got you. Why does that bow look so much bigger? Like, he looks bigger than the Edgar by a lot. Like, that bow's already on a 5. The Edgar's on, like, a 2. No! I tried to super him, it didn't work. I died for nothing. I hope you don't mind on my Grom mastery push. I don't care, bro. Do whatever. I forgot how big the brawlers actually get. I feel like they're extra big today. Like, they're very thick today. Like that bow. That bow is ridiculous. Why does our Primo think he can go through the portal? I have no idea, bro. I just work here, man. I'm in Arena 16 in Clash. You ain't beating me anymore. Is he punching at me? Sorry, I tried to 1v1 an Edgar. What'd you do? You ran away like a pussy boy. Good old randoms. I hope he gets himself killed. That'd be awesome. Why can't I move? In a little slow, but it does a bigger brawler and get a bigger hitbox. What? I'm a little slow, but does a bigger brawler. I don't think it increases the size of the hitbox. I think it's just regular. I think it's just for aesthetics. I don't think it actually changes the way the brawler works. Would be cool if it didn't make that difference, though. There's one right here. I get stunned, but we take those. I had no ammo. Dino the hypercharge. Dino, you don't have a Grom skin? What are you doing, man? You're out here in base Grom trying to push this mastery up. What are you doing with your life, brother? Grom ain't got no skins, man. Oh, our Primo's the GOAT. Sems, I believe in you, clutch, because this Primo can't do it. This Primo won't do it. Bunny Grom is worse than basic one. It's Easter, okay? Bunny Grom's in season, brother. I love a Primo that doesn't help and then blames everybody else. I bet you he gives me a kudos, too. I bet I get a kudos. Everybody's giving him kudos. I did go 1-3, so I can't be like, yo, I was so good. Didn't I accept? I'm getting judged. You're fine. You're the reason we're in the 900 lobby, but you're on your grind, so don't worry about it. I'm just doing quests anyway, so I don't even care. Froma, you asked to join, and then you immediately got offline. What the heck, man? Froma, what are you doing to me? I'm gonna do my Edgar grind, max grind. Okay, there we go. He's back. I think he hopped on just to chat that out. Just to throw that into the ether. Ed. Oh, please. Can we neuter Froma? No. Let him be. Let his newts be. I should probably switch gadgets, but I'm not gonna. Bum, 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 bum. Feels bad. I'll just feed him a bit more microplastics. Jank is bush camping? I know. I wasn't going to say anything. Now he's going to get soloed by that Griff and that bee. I guess I wouldn't be soloed, but you know what I mean. Bro brought a knife to a gunfight. Dino! We got Dino and Fromo left. We got Dino left. What? Oh, okay. I gotta remove this song from the playlist. Nice jump. It happens. What are you gonna do? Hey! Dino with the clutch. We love to see it. I am healing. I am healed. Dude, my aim is so dog water. That was my kill, Dino. No! It's fine. You think if I go, like, Jackie mode, I can hit them or no? It won't hit them from here, right? Just the gray left. Don't throw, Jam. Don't throw. Woo! I get a thumbs up for going 1-1. I don't know. I had to lock in for that. I didn't want to choke. I didn't want to let my team down, all right? Cinema. Jam carried. I wouldn't say carried, but I did end the game, all right? Ignore me dying 2 times. It happens. I died once, right? The dream team? I don't know about that. Actually, one thing I was really nervous about was showing where I was in the bush because I knew he was going to try to pull me. Not that it really mattered because I could have supered and, you know, done him dirty. But if he pulled me, it was going to be a little more embarrassing. Still haven't switched gadgets, by the way. I don't think I'm going to switch gadgets because I think people are expecting the other gadget. So, like, as soon as they get shot, they back off. Also, with the way I've been playing, it's going to be hard for me to get supers. I'm in there bushy. All up in that bushy. Stop! I missed so much. You did not miss anything. We are playing 5v5 knockout. I'm trying to get a couple of quests done. That's really all we're doing. Oh, shit. Jank, you gotta move your feet, brother. Ew, 5v5. Well, I did 5v5 because 3v3 was gonna be boring. Although 5v5 is kind of boring in its own, too. I don't know. It's a knockout. What are you gonna do? Let the masses play. You know, that's what I always say. I always say, let the children play. That's what I say. Jank, I believe in you, all right? You just got to get her out of her mech, and then she's a sitting duck. I believe in you, Jank. Let him cook. Let him cook. Oh, you're fucked, Jank. Good try. That's a thick Meg. We got to get the Meg down. It's okay. It's okay, guys. Shot that right into the wall. That was some skillful gameplay there from Proma. You see that auto aim spamming? Looked like my jam video. Just the Meg left? Is she hanging out in the back with no help? Bro, why did you jump right into her face? Dude, she deleted my legs. Yo, Dino kind of cooked that Meg. Insta-kill. She did just hit the delete button on him. It kind of wasn't fair. Feels bad, man. I hate that Meg. I mean, I wasn't responsible for that left side. So I don't know why she was the last one left, but whatever, I don't care. If she's just bush camping, that is an extremely cheesy strategy because she's got like 50,000 HP. Isn't the collab gonna be Godzilla because of that one icon in the fan kit? I don't know, bro. I don't work for Supercell, and if I did, I'd have to sign an NDA and not tell you. For all I know, that collab is gonna be with Sonic. It could be with Minecraft. We get Brawl X Minecraft next. Oh, I know. Brawl Fortnite. They're gonna put Shelly in Fortnite. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna go hard. Dino said if you can't beat him, join him. If it's not Sonic, I'm suing you for misinformation. I said for all I know. That's not what that means. All that means is that with the information I have, I could guess it's going to be Sonic. I wonder what's the real Leon and which one's the fake. How could you ever tell? They're like indistinguishable. Heal, heal, heal. No! Hey, Twan, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is Twan? Ace, what the hell? I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that means. You mean twin? Hey, twin. Lock in, twin. I think he means twin. I think I speak idiot enough. No, no. It would have been awesome if I said that about my boy Ace, and then I got stunned by the dynamite immediately. That would have been great. Get him, Sems. Cook his ass. It's you, Twan. I don't think he's... Now, you know what? Now I'm lost. I lost the plot. Yes, Twan. Twan. That was a hypercharged hickhead. And I ate it in the face. We're down... Alright, so we're 3-3. They still got that Mortis? How? Damn it. I wish Jam was in Fortnite. Me too. Low-key, if you slow down the live, you will see I carried the entire game. Heck, I made the entire world. Don't make me go back. Don't make me embarrass you. I don't even know what player you are. But I just know when people say that shit, I carried this game. I'm carrying your ass. More than likely, you're just, you know, you're overinflating what you did. So just keep it to yourself. If you think you're the greatest Brawl Stars player to pick up a phone, keep it to yourself. Be humble. Because you know what happens? The minute you start bragging about shit like that, and you mess up, everyone's going to point and laugh at you. You draw more attention to yourself by being a dick and being arrogant than just by being quiet and being good. Letting your actions speak for yourself, you know? Damn, did both throwers try to press our tank? They got the Grom down. Let's go. Cook his ass. Oh, it's just the dynamite left, huh? And I get deleted. I use Evos and I think I'm crazy. My uncle owns Supercell. True story. Tensai wishes he was Pyro Ace Games. I'm the best Clash Royale player in the galaxy. The new updates. I hate Clash Royale, but I'm addicted. The new update sucks. I go 3-3. Not cooked, chat. Not cooked. Except for Clash Royale is my shit. Except for this update. This update's ass. I seriously haven't played Clash Royale since Clan Wars update. What was the last update right before Brawl Stars went global? That was the last time I played. I haven't played Clash Royale since Brawl Stars went global, and I'm not kidding. And I have not desired to want to go back to that game. 2018. There you go. I have not played Clash Royale in damn near 10 years. Some of you weren't even born. Last time I played Clash Royale. It was so long ago that Lava Loon was meta. Ah! I looked up in chat for 1 second! Ew, Lava Loon. I tried to play Lava Loon one time, and I was like, dude, this sucks. I played Lava Miner because I had both those cards maxed out, because that's just the way the RNG worked for me. So I played Lava Miner, and that was okay. It wasn't grimy. You definitely needed to know how to play it. You needed to be slow. It was a fun beatdown deck. That was one of my accounts. My other account was either bait or Royal Giant. Bro, one champion card in that game cost $40. Lumberloon, ew. I had a friend who played Lumberloon. My friend at work played Lumberloon. Can't let Nano be level 14. I don't know what that means. What's a Nano? What's Nano? NATO? Tornado? Jank, Cook is at Ty! Nani.
Leave me alone.
Couldn't live up to the name Ace, which is why you changed your name, because you couldn't handle the responsibility. You changed it on Discord, too, to Germ. Changing online personas got to be hard. Still legendary. Hard stuck legendary, by the way. Don't need to argue, guys. Don't need to argue. Relax. Hey, how about this Brawl Stars game? We have 2 tanks and an assassin. You know, we're cooking. Hey, we won. We shouldn't have to play another round. This is bullshit. We already have a half a win. All right, they'll catch us if we lose, but we're not gonna lose. They're not as good as us. We are simply better. I tried to put my legs down to tank the Nani shot. All right, so as long as we don't group up too much on this Tara, we should be okay. Just watch your spacing. Don't let the Tara cook. Somehow the Ollie owns. Let him cook. AR, you never tied in a knockout? That's crazy. I tie like every other game. I've only tied once on Soul Collector. That's the name of that mode, Soul Collector. I've tied on Hot Zone. I've tied on Heist. I've tied in Knockout. You can't tie in Bounty. Gem Grab you can't tie in. Brawl Ball's the easiest to tie in. Yeah. Soul Collector is that mode where you got to pick up the skulls off the ground after you kill somebody. It'll be back next season. My name has the prefix of a band I've been following for 1.5 years in IDK if I should change it. You saying your online name or another one? Cleaning in rank is crazy. I've never tied in Brawl Ball. Yeah, I always just lose those ties. Oh, that shit mode? Exactly. I've tied them all except for Knockout. Well, you just tied a Knockout round today. I guess technically I haven't tied a game of Knockout. I've lost a game of Knockout on 2 ties and a lost round. Soul Collector is worse Siege. Oh, is that the Siege mode? What's the one where you kill somebody and then pick up the skull? And then that counts as a point. You need like 10 pickups or whatever. Were you Legendary last season? I was. I got to Legendary last season. My first time ever. Aren't you proud of me, Ace? I got better at the game when you weren't looking. I did it. Not by myself. I did it with a team, but I did it. Soul Collector is worse than Siege. Oh, okay. I can't read. My bad. Jam is pro. I wouldn't say pro. Almost 60K. I am almost 60,000. That's crazy. My goat. What'd you finish last season, Ace? Masters? Or did you not play? If you didn't play, then I technically did better than you. I just want to point that out. If you didn't play, I did better than you. And I was better than you last season. Almost 6 years old. Fuck you, Sams. That's dirty. That's dirty. Masters too? All right, we take those. We take those! How many more knockout quests do I have? I should try to finish this one. But I feel like Crow is going to be painful in this mode. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Look at all those games we gotta play and win. Oh god. That's insulting, he's 70. Chat, I hate you. Every single one of you guys, I hope you all piss the bed tonight when you go to sleep. I hope somebody puts your hand in warm water and you piss your pants when you're sleeping. And then you wake up and you're like, oh no, mommy, I pissed my pants. That's what's gonna happen to you. And it's all gonna be because you called me old. Every single one of you. Even the innocent bystanders. Piss your pants. No! Ace, you permanently cuck down if I hit Masters 3. This shit is not happening. Rems, I hope you shit your pants. I hope you eat a bad taco or something and it gives you the bubble guts and then you're at your girlfriend's house and you're like, oh man, I gotta go. And then you don't make it to the bathroom and you shit your pants. I hope that happens to you. I hope you get the BGs in public. We all know Jam is secretly emperor of the mankind and is tens of thousands of years old. Oh, God. See, Sorty makes it sound cool, all right? Sorty like made it all mythological. You guys are just making me sound old. Sorty at least is making it like a fun scenario where I rule over mankind. I'm getting slowed from places I don't even know. fuck? Bro saw the Big Bang. You ruled the dinosaur era. Jam is immortal and invincible. Apparently, I'm the only one with Warhammer 40k brain rot. I would say so, yeah. Immortal is the goddamn GOAT. Most downplayed character in the show of Invincible? Dude, Immortal is crazy. Like, the nerf of him from season 1 where he went toe-to-toe with Omni-Man to him not even being able to, like, competently lead a group of teenagers is crazy. Immortal is ass. I agree. Okay. I'm not going to let my team down this time, all right? I'm definitely gonna like lock in, all right? I don't need that super because I'm gonna get another one right here. You ready? I'm gonna land all these shots. Oh shit, there's a Lily right there. Oh man, I just pooped my pants. Well, god damn it, man. That sucks. Jesus criminy. That was me if Moist Critical played Brawl Stars. Name one Earth fighter except maybe Eve who could pass Omni-Man like that. Who could press Omni-Man like that? I agree. But the thing is that if he could press Omni-Man like that, nothing else on Earth should have ever gave him a hard time. And he's been nothing but owned for the last 2 seasons. That's my argument. Go watch the rest, man, and then go watch Love, Death, and Robots if you haven't. I heard good things about Love, Death, and Robots show. 0-3, baby! I'm cooking them, chat. I'm cooking them. Oh, I'm so tired of 5v5 knockout. Ugh. Bro pressed Omni-Man but couldn't hurt the Muller twins. Exactly. And then you got little Oliver in his first fisticuffs breaking their jaws wide open and murdering them. Why do you keep yelling sea salt? Average Sems comment. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. We lost our Edgar. He should be dead there. Who's gonna win, the Dream Team or one Piper? If I can land one fucking shot. If I can land one shot! For the love of God! Land a shot, Jam! What the hell is this sea salt reference? Chat, inform me, alright? Because I'm stupid and I don't know. Oh, I tried to save you, Sems. Just me and Dino left? Oh, God. Just me left? How do they have... Oh, they have a Mandy and a Piper. I'm gonna say, how do they have 2 Pipers? That's fucked. I need to chill and heal. Giving that Mandy her super would be devastating right now. It would literally be the end of us. No! Bro, Sems, what the fuck? Dude, how did they live? How did they live? What the fuck was that? Can we ban Sems? Technically, that would be a bannable thing to say. Technically. Mute longer. Did somebody mute him? I don't think anybody muted him. Also, he didn't delete the comment. Sorty did. Bloods be saying anything? I know. Chat squirrely today, man. It's weird. John Wilkes Conquest, probably. Oh my skibbity, what happened to Sems? I think we're cooked, chat. Oh shit! Dido with the clutch play. I leave for 1 minute. Yeah, we won. His sealed deep fetishes. It is weird. How'd I do? 2 and 2? Sea salt is sea. Oh, sea soul. Sea soul. Sea soul. I get it now. I get it, chat. I understand, chat. Chat, I'm losing attention to this game. 5v5 knockout is not scratching my itches. You know what I mean?
Who is the...
Why did you guys tell me this was out? Why didn't you tell me that the community voted most loved brawler of 2025 from Lex Brawl Stars was out, chat? Why didn't you tell me about this video, chat? This is what we should have been reacting to. Not no Bobby BS guide that I'm going to lose attention to in 5 minutes. This gem right here is something I can stop and talk shit about whilst we watch it. And that is the hallmark of a good react from myself. If I can sit here and be like, what the hell was the community thinking on this pick? That's the type of react we want, chat. These are the videos we react to. Alright, so we're done playing Brawl Stars for now. We are going to react to Lex's Brawl Stars most loved brawlers of 2025. He dropped this 5 days ago. He dropped it for members first, but now we're not members, and now it's released to the public. Check this out. Let's see what the community voted on. I imagine Mortis, Edgar, Dynamite are still going to be at the top of the list, but let's see what happens. As always, make sure you're subscribed to Lex. Use code Lex in the shop. Great creator. Makes a lot of videos. Makes different kinds of videos like this. You won't see this on any other channel, so make sure you go check it out. Please don't watch this shit. Nope, we're watching it. I'm suing you for copyright. Sue me.
The most loved brawler in Brawl Stars as voted on by you, the community. I put out a poll and left it up for a few days, and over 11,000 of you voted to tell me who your favorite brawler is. And last year, and actually for most years, it's always Pam. But this year we have a new winner.
Holy crap.
And by that, I'm
Rosa was the bottom? I mean, I'm not surprised, but that sucks.
being complete
I actually kind of like Rosa, but she's very map dependent, so I don't play her all that often.
loser because with only 20 total votes out of 11,000, Rosa is the least loved brawler in all of Brawl Stars. And on screen, you're going to be seeing a few different things. First off, how many total votes they got, what their rank is, and what the changes.
I agree. Rosa is fun, but she's really only good on like the super bushy maps. So like Snake Prairie, she's decent on. I mean, it's knockout, so I mean, I wouldn't recommend playing her there, but like Sneaky Field, shit like that.
They're placing last year. And I get it, because Rosa's not the most exciting brawler, but you know who else isn't either? That's Jackie. And she comes in at 89th place.
All right, I get that. I get that.
Votes. Right above her, just barely, is a brawler that's actually pretty decent.
Pearl? Listen, I'm not Pearl's biggest fan, but I do think the brawler has a lot of like likable qualities, all right? She can do very good damage. Her super can be very satisfying to land. She's got an interesting like main mechanic where like the less damage you do in bursts, the more damage you do. You know what I mean? Like you don't shoot, you build up your heat, then you shoot, and then it does more damage. You can burn people with your gadget. I think Pearl's got a lot of likable qualities. I don't think she should be this low. That's crazy.
Decent, and that's Pearl, even though she does fall 25 spots from last year. Up next, we have a four-way tie for 84th place. All of these brawlers got 39 total votes, and all of them.
Amber kind of makes sense. Meg kind of makes sense. Miko being so low with his main attack mechanic, he's like Mortis but different. Maybe because his reload is so much longer. Maybe that's why people don't enjoy him as much. But I mean, Meg and Amber down here kind of makes sense though.
Bigger than Shelly, who fell 41 spots down to 84th
Pearl
place. Last year, she was number 43. Last year, I think she had just gotten her hypercharge, and she was new and exciting.
Maybe my brain is broken because I've played so much Pearl. Like, really, I should be trying to finish her mastery. Maybe I'll try to finish her mastery soon, but maybe my brain is just broken where I don't think Pearl is that bad of a brawler where she should be this low.
Now she's just Shelly. Now another brawler who took a big tumble down.
Yeah,
37 spots.
Gene is a boring ass brawler in my opinion. You kind of just sit back and then you don't even do like the most work when you use your super. Like your super is mainly to be teamed up with a teammate and pull somebody in so you can double team that person. Like that's the main gimmick of Gene. That it just kind of sucks. I mean, I get people like him and stuff. It can be they're definitely useful. Magic Puffs is a great star power. I would never deny that, but I don't know. I'm not a big Gene fan.
Mr. With only 42 total votes, he comes in 83rd place. And then finally, our perennial last place brawler comes in at 82nd place, and that
Dude, I love Gene.
While technically she falls 2 spots because she was 80th last year, we've added 10 more brawlers, so technically she goes up 8 spots. Our next brawler did not fall any spots from last year because he wasn't here last year, and that is Meeple. Meeple is... well, a boring
Pam should be
brawler.
last. She's a
Not
waste
that
of
he's a bad
space.
Brawler, especially after the multiple buffs that he got. But aside from the gadget that boxes somebody in, there's not much fun about Meeple. It's just what it is. Then we have 3 brawlers who are tied for 78.
Barley being this low is kind of crazy because Barley is like the OG control area brawler, and he's still good to this day. Him being down at 78 is insane, bro. That's crazy. This is one of the best brawlers in the game perennially. You can max out your Barley, and he'll still be viable 5 years from now just because of what he does. And people don't like him? That's insane.
Barley, Eve,
I get it. He's boring, but still, like, it's fun to win games, right? And Barley will win you games.
and Ruffs. None of these brawlers really stand out to me. I think Eve is probably the most
Barley,
fun of
Eve,
all
Miss-
3 of them.
Mr.
Would be
Ruffs?
my choice for the favorite among those
Colonel
3,
Ruffs.
but they're all just kind of meh. Now, Assassins normally do pretty darn good on these lists.
Most disappointing brawler of 2024. 100%. I don't even think about Shade on a daily basis.
However, in 77th spot, we have an Assassin Brawler that is a new brawler as well.
Hold up. Is my cam in the way? Yeah, my cam's in the way. Sorry, bro. Sorry, chat. My cam's in the way.
And that's Shade. I thought Shade would have done better than this. In fact, I thought that Shade was going to be a much more...
Am I banned for the whole stream? Did you just make a whole new account to ask if you're banned for the stream? I assume you're banned for like 20 minutes. I didn't even know you got timed out. Deleted by Pyro Ace. Channel activity. You have 10 timeouts, bro. Who the fuck banned you? When did you get banned? It doesn't tell me when you got banned. Whatever. I don't care. Feels bad, man.
Exciting brawler than he really is. He has a very niche use. When he's fun, he's fun. But overall, 77th, I think is a little bit low for him, but I get it. I get it. Right above him is a brawler that is really...
Again, boring brawler. At least this brawler was meta for a little bit, but I find Clancy to be a super boring brawler.
For like the last
I'd put him towards the
45
bottom of
seconds
my
the
list,
game,
too.
And that's Clancy. When you're in the lower stages, really is a brawler that's kind of painful to play. Once you get him leveled up, well, he is a wrecking ball. But on this list... yeah, he gets wrecked. For 72nd place, we actually have another four-way tie. We go from tanks to assassins to
So overrated.
We have Bull, who fell 13 spots. We have Chuck, who fell 11 spots. Then there's the assassin Lily, who actually moved up.
I was unnaturally good at Clancy back in the day. Yeah, that's because it was impossible to be bad with him. Except for me. I couldn't land my shots and get leveled up.
Up 2 spots, even with all the new brawlers. So Lily's gotten some more love here since last year. And then we have the brand new brawler, Juju, who is actually a terrific brawler, even with some changes and nerfs. But she only finds her way up to number 72. And while assassins usually do well, so do sharpshooters. And our first sharpshooter makes her way onto the list right now, and that is Belle at rank number 71, falling 37 spots from last year with only 53 total.
Belle's another brawler that you can upgrade as soon as you get her, and you will not be disappointed. She just does so good in like pretty much every mode. She's solid. I would put Belle in like my top 10 for sure. If I were to like rank all the brawlers, I would put Belle in my top 10, 100%.
Total votes. I think Belle is actually quite a bit of fun. She got the cool bounce shot gadget. Long range brawlers are usually fun to me anyway, but 71 seems pretty low for Belle and a huge
deserved.
Now right above her we have another sharpshooter in Angelo who fell 16 spots.
Angelo, opposite. I would put him in my bottom 10. I do not like Angelo. Now, Angelo, hot take, Angelo is the sniper version of Hank. And if you think about it for more than 5 minutes, you'll realize I'm right.
Now, this one I can understand quite a bit more because his play is a lot slower because you have to charge up those shots. Belle's a lot faster to play, and I'm surprised that Angelo beat her, although only by 1 single vote. Up next, we have Charlie, who got 58 total votes, falling 29 spots. Last year, she was 40. This year, she's 69. Garnering 1 more vote than Charlie, we have Lola, who actually gained 10 spots from last year.
I know, is disappointed.
Showing. I don't know if that's the effect of her hypercharge that she just got or what, because Lola's not really...
I'd rather play anyone but Angelo, exactly.
Votes and 1 above Lola.
This brawler should be higher. This brawler does everything and is never bad.
So we have a new brawler to the list, and that is Barry. He is an incredible brawler, so versatile.
Although, maybe my brain is warped because Dino is like an amazing Barry, so whenever Barry's on my team, he's very good. So maybe my brain is warped by that.
Just really
not agreeing with this at all.
Apparently, only 63 of you think
Barry actually surprised me.
In the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought Barry was going to be boring. I'm pretty sure I was hype about him. Not like by the early access pack hype, but pretty sure I was like, yo, this brawler is going to be good. And he was.
But get it? It's a little bit slow to play him, but I think he's a lot of fun. I think y'all did him a little bit dirty, but not too dirty. We have a 2-way tie for 65th place with Gale and Penny. Both of them moving up some spots from last year's ranking. Penny moves up higher than Gale does, but they both did pretty well considering where they were last year. Following up that tie, we have Another tie. Coming in 63rd rank, we have Nani and Mo. However, this time, Nani falls 22 spots from her spot last year. I think it was because she had a hypercharger that she had just gotten last year. Nevertheless, Mo is a brand new brawler.
After the nerfs, I say this is justified. I think if they had never nerfed him as heavily as he was nerfed, he would be way higher because he's actually a very fun brawler to play, being like a sniper-esque brawler that has a dive mechanic. I think that's good. But they nerfed him so heavily that he's unfun to play. I know he's better now. People have said that the whatever buff they gave him kind of helped him a little bit. It was a reload speed buff or something, right? I haven't played him since he got buffed, but I feel like as of right now, or after all those buffs and like after all those nerfs and before the buff, he was like absolutely terrible. I would have never wanted to play him.
He was really, really good. Then he got nerfed, and now he's kind of fallen off a little bit now. He's not like a bad brawler, but you don't really see him very often anymore. Coming in at number 62, we have Lou, falling 2 spots from last year. And I can't understand why, because, you know, Lou has the most amazing skin.
No, they haven't said Brock yet.
He does have that trash skin, Smooth Lou. But, you know, it's whatever. Lou's a really strong brawler.
Worst brawler in the game.
Not one of my favorite to play. His shots are
He's way too high for how many brawlers are there? 90? He should be number 90.
pretty hard to hit. That's probably why he's not my favorite to play. 1 spot above him, falling 30 spots from last year.
He's busted.
We have Jesse.
I don't care how broken that brawler could have an instant delete button. His main gimmick would be Instagib, and I will never want to play that brawler.
I think Jessie was a lot more hyped up last year because she had that hypercharge, and it was really new and really strong, and it's still not bad. But, you know, it's kind of been overshadowed by all the new hypercharges coming out. But nevertheless, Jessie's a pretty solid brawler. Now we get to the middle third of all the brawlers. These brawlers will be the ones that are, you know, kind of like just your normal brawlers that a lot of people like, a lot of people really don't care about, but they're pretty solid brawlers. Starting off with the ultimate team troll in Sprout. He does fall 11 spots from last year. Again, a hypercharge and all that.
Sprout being this high, but like Juju being way lower is wild. This brawler is the epitome of a boring thrower. And Juju being like, what was Juju? Like 70-ish, 80-ish? Like, that's crazy.
But still, 60, it could be worse.
Juju has so many more complex mechanics, and Sprout has a bouncing shot in a wall. Like, what the hell?
For 59, we have Nita, who is just always a very average all-around brawler. Seems like a pretty good spot for her. Falling 5 spots from last year at
My queen, no. I mean, I don't expect her to be high. Nobody likes or cares about Tara. Like, whatever. I get it. It's fine. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. My number one brawler, though. You notice Lex lips, or am I the only ones where he didn't have that before?
number 50.
I didn't see his lips, but I haven't said anything, but I have noticed he's got like a speech impediment going on. And I don't want to say anything about that. Maybe he had an operation. Maybe like he just had dental surgery or something. You know, it is what lisps. Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Did you say lips? You said lips, but lisps. Yeah, I noticed he's got like a speech thing going on. It's fine.
We have Tara. Even though she fell spots, I feel like
maybe he just got out of the dentist. Maybe he had a tooth pulled and he's still numb, and he's like, I gotta record this video.
Tara's got a little bit more hype here as of late. I don't know if it's just the balance changes or what, but Tara seems like in a pretty good spot right now. However, right above Tara, we have what I consider to be a pretty big surprise. One of the brand new, newest brawlers in the game is Sphinx. I really thought that he was going to be higher than this because he has some very unique abilities that we have never seen before, and I thought that alone would propel this brawler higher. It's not a bad brawler.
The problem is I don't think he's flashy enough, right? I don't think he's flashy enough for people to be like, yeah, that's my favorite brawler. Like, I know Dino likes him, but that's because of the character more than the actual brawler mechanics. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least initially it was more, my impression from Dino was like, oh, I like that character. Thinks at 57, Dino's on his villain arc.
Brawler.
I don't think he's a bad brawler. I just think for the masses, he's not flashy enough.
Solid brawler with a really cool super. Apparently, it's not enough, and only 78 of you voted him as your favorite brawler in the game. And speaking of surprises, we have Willow.
How is Willow higher than Barley? What the hell are we doing? Dude, oh my God. People who are like, yeah, well, you can mind control people. No, you can't, because you suck at the game just like me, and I haven't landed one Willow super my entire career of Brawl Stars, and you haven't either.
Willow, who moved up.
She's so fun.
Spot.
Have a seat for a minute, Ace. 1 minute
What happened to
timeout
Willow?
for saying
I don't
she's
get it
fun.
because Willow is the same as she was last year. There's
The
really
simps
no
are there,
change.
Jam.
Just a very average brawler whose use cases are pretty limited as well. But you know what? Hey, 79 of you thought that she is your favorite brawler in the game, and those 79 of you get to see her in 56th place. While Shelly had the biggest fall of this year, going down 41 spots, right
actually,
above her and coming in at rank 54, falling 40 spots, is Sandy.
Sandy being this low is wild. Like, Sandy is a brawler that is objectively very fun. He's got fast movement speed. He's got good damage. He gives everybody invisibility. Fun brawler to play, in my opinion.
Sandy, again, had a crazy hypercharge that had just been released, and everybody was loving it. Why wouldn't you? But now the shine has kind of worn off, and Sandy finds himself in 54th place, falling 40 spots with only 80 total votes. And while Sandy moves down the list, Mr. P is going to move up. Coming up 14 spots with 80 total votes. In 54th spot, we have Mr. P. Mr. P has a ridiculous hypercharge.
How does someone simp
and
over a fish?
That alone, I think,
Hey,
is enough.
she's an axolotl, okay? Get it right. She's not a fish. She's an axolotl. Disrespectful, Sems.
To propel him up higher, because Mr. P's always been a very slow-paced brawler, even if he's been rather good. But that hypercharge, though, once you get it,
Yeah, Mr. P being this high is kind of crazy. Maybe the hypercharge does play a factor. I don't know when the voting actually happened, but yeah, Mr. P being like almost at the halfway point, crazy.
it is trouble for the enemy team. And that alone sends Mr. P.
I thought
to
Willow was a
54th
turtle.
spot
No,
on the-
she's an axolotl. Get it right. Bearded Dragon Gaming. Hello, how are you? We are reacting to the most loved Brawl Stars in Brawl Stars of 2025 by Lex. We're just doing a little ethical reacting before we wrap stream up. So we're gonna finish this up. But if you want to hang out and yap with us, see what community voted and disagree with them with us, then feel free to hang out. We all gooned to Charlie. Yeah, well, she was way lower. So how's that?
This year's list. At place number 52, we have a tie. Our first brawler, Ems, falls 4 spots from last year, while our second brawler, B, moves up
It's kind of crazy M's being this high up too, don't you think? I feel like M's would be way lower. I don't see a lot of M's.
20 spots from last year. Neither one of their hypercharges are actually that great. Maybe it's just because B's is newer. Another brawler taking a big tumble down 22 spots from last year. We have everyone's
Yeah, this makes sense.
favorite brawler,
Nobody
Tick.
like
Last year,
nobody really likes Tick. This one makes sense.
he was 29. It was 29? What is Tick? Last year he was 29. This year he is 51. Last year you guys ranked Byron as the 42nd most loved brawler in the game, which
Who plays
baffled me
Tick?
because I really don't like playing Byron. It's too boring and slow
I would put Byron in my top 5 too. I enjoy playing Byron. He's
to
fun.
me. However, maybe the universe is correcting itself because he falls 8 spots this year down to number 50. At 49th spot, we have
What? How? How the hell did Doug get up this high? Nobody plays Doug. Nobody. 91 people said Doug's their favorite brawler. You're all lying. All 91 of you. You need to go to a therapist.
Doug. Again, surprise to me because you can only attack in a circle. The other brawler that you could only attack in a circle is Jackie, and she was next to last. So,
I played Doug.
Yeah, I guess.
Listen, I like Doug. I would love to play more Doug, but he's a terrible brawler, and I'm not going to play him. I want to win games. I don't want to have fun. Or winning games is funner than playing a brawler. That's what I'm trying to say.
You guys
Anyway,
just love Doug and his wiener, and while Doug might have moved up a few spots, our next 3 brawlers fell quite a few. Coming in at number 48, we have Max falling 18 spots from last year. Number 47 is Kit falling 26 spots. And then even the biggest fall of all 3 of these, falling 33 spots.
wow,
from
Dynamite this low? Holy moly, that's crazy. Not that I disagree, but I can't believe that the community didn't pump him up. I was expecting him to be like the top 20, top 10. That's
Last
crazy.
year, we have Dynamite, who garnered 97 total votes, which sounds good, but last year he was up at number 13. This year, down to number 46. That is a huge fall for Dynamite, who I think is a ton of fun, and I really thought that he would do better this year. So that means that in 45th spot, halfway through this list,
This makes sense. This makes sense. I'm on board with this. I see why people would. I would put him top 10. Larry Laurie, I would put them top 10. But yeah.
the most average brawler is Larry and Lori. They actually moved up 6 spots from last year, although to be fair, last year they were like the most overpowered brawlers who ever come into the game, and you were probably
At least Ash isn't in the lower half, yeah.
Larry and Lori might have moved up a little. These next two brawlers who tie for 43rd spot have moved up a lot. Moving up 21 spots, we have Maisie, who is a great all-around brawler, as well as Bonnie. Wait a second. Bonnie is tied for 43rd place.
Bonnie? Bro, Bonnie's irrelevant. Nobody even looks at Bonnie.
I really thought Bonnie would be lower than this. I don't think Bonnie's that great to play, but apparently she's pretty popular. I mean, at least above halfway point. So yeah, Bonnie, with one more first place vote at 104 and ranked number 42, we have RT moving up 3 spots from last year. I get
Why is Lex terrible at the video game? I don't know.
And this is a brawler that I really don't like to play because I find the shots hard to hit, but that's a skill issue. In 41st spot, we have Bo, who got 106 total votes and moved up 9 spots from last year. Good job, Bo. At number 40 on the list, we have Brock, who is actually my second favorite.
There's Brock, number 40, W. Yeah, I'm not shocked about Brock being this high up. Or being this low, I guess. You know, I would put Brock, again, in my top 10, but him being number 40 is kind of expected, right?
In this game, who I would have voted for him, but I voted for somebody else coming up. With 112 total votes, falling 14 spots, though, from last year.
Brock is so annoying.
Though, because Brock isn't a super exciting brawler. I really like him. I think he's fun to play, but this is probably about right, even if it does hurt my heart a little bit. Coming in 39th place, to me, one of the most, if not the most fun tank, is El Primo.
Top 50 is good, yeah.
17 spots from last year, which I find a little surprising because El Primo, to me, is always one.
I feel like El Primo's overrated. I feel like El Primo and Bull are overrated brawlers. I feel like people like him because that's like the first brawler they were actually able to carry with, and then they just never moved on. They never grew up.
One of the most fun tanks to play. He can jump through the air. He can yeet people as well as drop asteroids on somebody's head. He's a fun brawler. 39th place seems a little low to me. One spot above him, we have another tank in Ash. So you're telling me that a trash can is
38, baby.
More love.
It's crazy he was higher last year when he was objectively kind of bad. And now, after getting a hypercharge, he dropped.
Than an actual wrestler that's got big guns and is really cool. I'm ashamed of you guys. In 37th spot, falling 4 spots from last year, we have Otis.
Otis being this high is crazy, too. How many Otises do you see on a daily basis?
It out pretty easy. He's a good brawler, but lots of times I
bet Colt's top 5, probably.
It's like, oh yeah, the guy who throws the paintballs. He's pretty good at stopping tanks. Our next brawler up is This is the first time I'm seeing this list, by the way. 35th spot, we have Gray. He's my 3rd favorite brawler.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, he falls 5 spots from last. Gray is a fun brawler. He's like a marksman, but also an assassin. You guys know. Maybe I should have voted for Gray. You know what? I guess this is on me too. Only 124 total votes.
I feel like that's good placement for Gray. I feel like this is a good placement for Grom. Pretty average brawlers, you know.
35th spot as well, and that is Grom, who actually moved up 22 spots from last year. That's quite a big jump for Grom. It's got to be the hypercharge effect. It's got to be. One spot above them, we have a brawler that is always a really good brawler.
Now, this is actually surprising. I feel like Rico is one of the most played brawlers in the world, and I feel like he was gonna guaranteed like top 3, but nope.
However, fell 7 spots from last year, and that is Rico. With 120.
I hate this guy. I get it.
I feel like that is not bad. I mean, 34th, you're almost in the top 3rd, but Rico's a really fun brawler, and I thought that he would get more, support than just this, but still, Rico, 34th.
Rico's overrated.
Too shabby.
Yeah. He's also like, I don't know. I feel like he's very good. Like, this map is bad for him, right? But like, there's a lot of maps where he can just cook you in. And I feel like it's kind of justified on those maps. I don't know.
One above him is a brawler that, since he got reworked, has been just a wrecking ball.
This makes sense. He got the best rework of all time. Like, of course he's gonna like bounce all the way up, And
that is Frank. He moved up 33 spots from last year. That's got to be one of the biggest jumps.
I can bounce my balls off the wall. I'm so cool. Yeah, I know, Ace. I know. It's so cool, isn't it?
That extra attack speed. It does make a difference. I will give you that. Right above him, we have another tank and a new brawler.
Really? Otis this high? This early? I mean, this had to have been after he got his buffs, right? Because, like, Otis was, like, garbage when he first came out. I don't know. I don't think Otis should be... I feel like he's being a little overrated. Not like play-wise, but like favorite-wise. 131 votes when he just came out, and he wasn't even that good. Top 30, like almost top 30. That's crazy, bro.
With Ollie. Ollie is such a good brawler right now in general.
Oh, sorry. Ollie. My bad. Ollie. My bad.
Once he gets that
There's 90-something brawlers, okay? Sue me, all right? The Ollie, Otis, it's all the same shit, all right?
hypnotize on you, it's tough sailing, yeah. And while Ollie may be new, a brand new hypercharge is for Buster, which finds his way up to 31st on this list. He moves up 13
Buster should be top 10. Buster should be top 10. He is amazing.
spots from last year. Not bad, but that means that we are now into the top 30 brawlers, the top third of all the brawlers, and we start that off with Carl, who moves up 6 spots.
I'm upset by this list. I feel like it's going to get worse.
36 total votes. Right above him, we have Sam, who also just got a hypercharge that is absolutely ridiculous, but still,
They nerfed it, though, so it's not ridiculous anymore.
Sam normally would be way lower, and yeah, 27 spots high.
It is surprising that Sam is this high up when he's been a pretty mediocre brawler for the better part of a year now. I don't know.
Higher than last year, thanks to that hypercharge. A hypercharge that is also absolutely
Wow, I thought she was going to be way higher. I thought she was going to be like top 5.
deadly, but is not enough to save her this year, is for Colette. Last year,
The
she was
Sims
number
did not
17.
come all
This year,
out.
She falls down to number 28.
Melody is going to be up here, though. We haven't seen Melody yet.
The hypercharge is crazy, but really only in heist. Now, normally, brand new brawlers do really well on here because they're new, they're fresh, everybody loves it. But that's not quite the case with Lumi.
Yeah,
She's
Lumi's awesome.
27th spot on this list, and that's not a bad finish, but she just
I think Lumi's dope. I still haven't played her enough, and I have a hard time saying, like, but of the brawlers that have come out this year, which is a very small sample size, she's definitely my favorite so far.
just got released like a week ago. I would have thought her to be higher on this list, but she got 141 total votes. Lumi coming in at rank 27, not bad. I just expected more. In rank number 26, falling 7 spots from last year, we have the
All the food's gonna push Mandy and Chester. Not the type of guitar that Draco's playing, bro. He's not playing no fucking southern blues shit. Come on, Lex. I know you can play the guitar, but come on, man. You know Draco's fucking shredding, all right?
fun fact. I built that guitar. Kind of cool. What was I doing
You know he just wanted to show that he could play guitar.
again? Oh, yeah, list. BB comes in at 25th spot, falling 13 from last year with 159 total votes. And
I'm
right
actually
above
shocked
her,
BB's
we
this
have
high.
another marksman that he usually does
Wow,
pretty
Piper's
darn
not top
well,
10?
but fell 12 spots from
Sheesh.
last year, and that would be Piper. Sorry, Bobby. Our next
You did
brawler
not
on here-
build this shit. No, he did. He used to build guitars. You didn't know that? That's where he got his name from. It's a play on Lex Luthor. Because I think you call a guitar string maker or a guitar maker a luthier or something like that. So yeah, when he made his channel name, it was Lex Luthier or something like that.
always does pretty well, and it always kind of surprises me, and that is Poco. Actually moved up 2 spots from last year, got 161 total votes as your favorite.
Wait, Poco is top 25? What are we doing around here, chat? Chat, you guys need to get your heads evaluated. This is crazy.
Brawler. I don't get this one. I think Poco is a good brawler, very versatile, but not very fun. I don't get it, but beating him out by 1 spot is Squeak. Moving up 17 spots.
This is surprising too. Squeak is not a popular brawler, I would think, because he's he's more about control than damage, which isn't like a fun thing to do. Plus he's got an annoying like feedback loop, like with the squeaky noise and stuff like that. Ace, that's actually kind of surprising. I didn't know you like Squeak. I like Squeak. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually shocked about this, though.
His hypercharge is pretty fun, and the new gadget changes with Squeak made him a lot better as well with wind up.
Poco's hella
So,
popular.
yeah,
I guess with the hypercharge and all that, plus the damage buff and all that, maybe. I don't know.
that. Another brawler that got a crazy good hypercharge is Janet, and she moves up 14 spots to 21st on this list. But it's not all sunshine and roses, because just barely making the top 20, falling 4 spots,
Holy crap.
is Edgar.
Edgar only
Last
top
year he was
20?
16, this year is number 20. At number 19, fallen 11.
Holy crap, we thought he was going to be number 1 or number 2. Jeez, number 19, what happened?
11 spots is a brawler that I think is really fun, even if he's harder to play, and that is Colt. A brawler that I don't think is that fun to play, however, is 8-Bit, but yet he moves up 6.
What? What? Who likes 8-Bit that much? What the heck? I didn't even think about 8-Bit not being in the list yet. That's crazy.
Spots and finds himself in the top 20 for the first time, I think, ever. So good job, 8-Bit. Moving up 3 spots to number 17, we have Melody. Fast-paced brawler, assassin, lots of fun. I get it. And that's not even mentioning all you simps out there. Yeah, I see the comments. Another brawler that made a big jump from last year, moving up 21 spots, would be Griff with
I don't agree with this. I feel like he should have been lower just because, like, he wasn't relevant until, like, a month ago. But whatever.
Almost 200.
I like Griff. I do like Griff. I just feel like people don't respect him.
Total votes. Not bad. Even if I don't understand
Lex viewers
why,
made this.
Nothing really changed with Griff. Maybe you guys are just getting ready for his hypercharge. I don't know. And while Griff is moving up, Buzz is moving down to 15th spot. Still stays in the top 15, but he does drop 6 spots from last year. From one tanky assassin-like brawler to another, we have Daryl moving up 14 spots into the top 15. Pretty good jump for Daryl. However, no jump is even close to as big as our next brawler, moving up 42 spots.
Holy shit. I get it. Gus is a brawler that, like, people saw do well in the World's Finals and was like, hey, that's a cool brawler, and then they probably played him more from that. Plus, he got a hypercharge, right? Or no, he's getting a hypercharge, and he got a couple of decent skins. You know, I don't know. He just seems like I'm not shocked that he jumped this high. He grew on me too. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like Gus at first, and now I'm kind of like, okay, this brawler's kind of cool.
Year, you guys placed him at 55th spot. This year, all the way up to number 13. And really,
Gus over Colt Melody. That is wild, though. Yeah, I agree with that. That is crazy that he's higher than them.
But it's Gus. What happened with Gus that made him so much better this year? I don't know. I mean, Gus is a really good brawler, and I was surprised last year he fell so low. Maybe this is the universe.
Cut out the mid-roll ads.
I don't know, but Gus is the big winner.
I'll run another one just for you telling me that.
He moved up 42 spots.
I got to make my nickels off this stream, all right? It's hard out here, brother. I got to make my nickel, okay? Thank you for your contribution, Ace.
However, a brand new brawler to this list, he finds himself at number 12, and that is Kenji. Kenji was crazy good when he first came out. Not as good now. He's got some nerfs, but nevertheless, a really fun brawler. I can see why a lot of you really like him. He's got a great personality.
That's why I skipped him. I still get paid for it, man. I still get paid for it.
Really good. So yeah, at number 11, just barely missing out on the top 10 is Fang. Last year he was number 6.
Kind of surprising Fang's not in the top 10, but it is what it is, you know. Kenji not being there too. I didn't say anything. I was too busy arguing with Ace. Kenji not being in the top 10 is kind of wild too. Oh well. I don't care.
11. So then we are now at the top.
All right, who do we got?
The 10 most loved brawlers in Brawl Stars for 2025. Starting out at number 10, a brawler that's just always
This brawler fell off so hard, and he's still top 10. That's crazy. Crow's going to be in here, too.
Last year, he was number 5.
Crow, Leon, Spike, they're definitely all going to be in here. Mortis. Did we see Bull? I don't think we saw Bull yet, right?
This year, he falls back to number 10, and that would be Spike. With 240 total votes, there's never been a spot where he's a really bad brawler. He's not great right now.
Spike is
but he's
56.
just like, yeah, you can play him. And he's got such a unique personality in the game. I get it. At number 9 is Cordelius.
I didn't. Yep.
He was
didn't think of
number
that.
3. He does fall 6 spots, however, still retains into the top 10. He's an assassin brawler. He can jump. He can throw poisonous mushrooms at people, put him into a shadow realm. That's a lot of fun. I get it. Cordelius in at number 9, but number 8 also.
There he is, Leon.
Last year is Leon. Now, Leon is always a fan favorite, just like always. I mean, he can go invisible. Why wouldn't you like him? He's a lot of fun. 244 total votes for Leon gets him into 8th place this year. Not bad. In at number 7 is Mortis.
I thought he was going to be like top 5.
And he has held the number 7 spot for 3 consecutive years. You guys don't love him as your most loved brawler in the game, but my gosh, are you consistent when saying, no, he's not the best, but he is number 7. If nothing else, I respect the consistency. Good job. At number 6, we have Mandy, who actually jumped 32 spots.
Almost top 5 for Mandy. Sheesh.
This has to be a hypercharge
Yuck.
related joke because
The wall hugger.
why else would you guys just
Spike
decide,
Pro
nope,
Leon are the
Mandy last year
03
was
sought
number
out
38,
most
this
sought
year, number
after
6.
brawlers during
Mandy
the time.
really
Yeah, true.
hypercharged her way up this list, and it looks like that she's not the only.
I hate all of you. Everyone who voted for Hank, all 257 of you, I hate you all. He's not that good. I mean, maybe now he's okay. I still feel like he's an irrelevant brawler.
Only one, because coming in at number 5 we have Mr. Milkman himself, Hank. Last year was number 23, and I was surprised.
Hank's
by
only
that.
here for the memes. He's here because it's hypercharge and the memes. Everyone hyped him up as the best brawler in the entire game, and there's the memes.
Because Hank, I find a very boring brawler. I just thought that Spin got on there and just voted a bunch of times, but this time, I get it. The hypercharge on an open map is ridiculous. Coming in at number 4 is actually my personal favorite brawler.
There it
the one
is.
that I voted
Row.
for, and that is Crow. He was number 2 last year.
Did I miss
and I've been
Bull?
waiting
Or
for
is he
the year
top
that
3?
comes in first
If
place.
Bull's top 3, that's
I think
crazy.
that he has the potential, but it's not going to be this year. He's really not that great in the game. Right? He's just pretty much, he's really good on heist and just average and pretty much everywhere else. So I get it, but he's
I remember
such a
when Jake
unique
was arguing that
brawler.
Hank is
Just
meta
beating
before
out
the
Crow is a
hypercharge.
brawler who was actually
Stu,
number 10
top
last
3?
year, and that is
What?
Stu, moving up.
Crow,
7
isn't that fun?
spots, so
I think Crow can be fun, but I do feel like he's not as fun as he used to be. I feel like he has a hard time keeping pace with the rest of the roster, you know?
get it. He's a brawler that's a lot of fun. Very fast-paced assassin, especially if you have good ping and you can play Stu. Yeah, I mean, that's not me. I'm really not very good with Stu. But if you are, then yeah, I totally get how Stu could be one of your favorite brawlers in the game. Beating him out by 120
Surge,
votes
of course.
was
How
last
could I forget Surge? This honestly makes sense. I get it.
year's first place winner, Surge. He's a brawler that's a lot of fun, so I get it that he's this high. And last year he was number 1. Still, number 2 ain't too shabby. Surge, good job, but that makes way for a brand new champion. And if you've been keeping track, you haven't seen this brawler yet, and that's because he's number 1, and that is Chester.
Well, we did miss Bull, but all right, Chester's number 1.
Chester gets almost 600 votes, which is almost double the amount that
That's
Crow got.
kind of wild. I don't know. Whatever. All the foids. I don't know what a foid is. That's kind of I don't hate it. It's fine.
It was.
It's
quite
not
the
something
runaway.
stupid
And
like
you guys
Hank.
have
Like if
absolutely
Hank was number 1, I would have actually got mad.
love Chester. I don't know if it's because it's hypercharges that he just got, which is a really good one, or if it's just the total package. But last year he was number 15. Moves up
Never
from
drop
number
Brawl
15
Stars
to
community
number
again.
1.
I forgot
you
Chester
killed it,
existed.
bro. So the most loved brawler in Brawl Stars in 2025
Is Chester.
So thank you to everybody who voted, and if you didn't, well, I got some other polls coming up. You can vote in those.
Lou
Be
number
sure to
1.
subscribe.
Ew.
Guitars attitude.
All right, so there it is. Chester is the number 1 brawler of 2025 so far. Interesting. What do you guys think? I know you guys hated it, right? Huh. I was wondering if you would say anything about the lisp or whatever, but no, nothing in the comments. Might be something on Twitter, but I'm not going to go dig that far. All right, chat. I feel like we're done here. I feel like we've streamed enough. I feel like we had a good day. First stream in a little while. Feels good to be back. Unfortunately, though, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not going to have a ton of time for content over the next couple of days. I got a bunch of stuff going on. My cat's having surgery. I have to get ready for Easter. I'm hosting Easter on Sunday. So unfortunately, that is going to be all she wrote for the rest of the week, more than likely. However, like I said, I'm going to try to be back to the normal uploads and streams next week. I'm going to try to stream Monday and Tuesday to try to farm up some content, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you guys have a good Easter. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. And go watch some Jam videos. Pump me up in the algorithm. Go watch that recent video that no one watched because there's only 89 views on it. Cole got robbed. Except the things part. All right, guys. GG's. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. Thanks for streaming. I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Sound good? GG. All right. Bye-bye.